Where I shoot for groups, I always go up 6 clicks, which should put me right here. Okay, I aim right here, line my crosshairs up vertically and horizontally right here so they match up. And I make my shots so I don't want all my bullet holes right here. I want them up here. Then after I'm done shooting, I'll go back down 6 clicks. Guys, for the ones following my reloading series, Mag Pro is a complete bust. I never want to use that powder again. I do not recommend it. I had terrible results in the 25-06 and it did not work at all in the PRC with the Barnes match burners. Just blew rounds all over the place. So we were trying to refine our super performance. So I got really good rounds last weekend with the 45 grains, but I don't understand what happened here. We started having a nice group. Boom, boom, boom. Then we had 2 flyers, but look, I can't explain it. But we really started picking up a node here at 44.8. This group was shot and this group was shot. I had 6 rounds and I shot 3. Actually, I started off here, 3, and then repeated it to try and when the barrel heats up and then they start. But 40.9 just didn't look very good. But 45, 40.8. So we're going to load up some more 44.8 and some 45s. And I had some really wild stuff going on with 44.7 was looking great. And then had a flyer and a flyer. I just can't explain that one. That shot I pulled. Now, at this time, when I made these shots here, we had a 30-mile-an-hour crosswind. The table was wobbly. It was just, it was 45 degrees and 30-mile-an-hour wind, and all I was wearing was a t-shirt. So I don't know how much of this was me. So anyways, that's our results. I'm not going to show you the Mag Pro. That was just, it was terrible. Tonight we're going to load some Barnes match burners. I picked up 200 on eBay and they're the 145 grain match bullets. They do require a 1 1/8 twist or better. We're going to shoot those in the 6.5 Creedmoor. I get great groups out of this 4350. But I'm running low. You can't find it anywhere. Okay? So then I loaded Super Performance. You usually do find this on the shelf at Bass Pro and stuff. And I got 100 feet per second more than 4350. So I was really happy with that and got really good groups. But I'm down to half a pound. So we're trying to expand our resources on what kind of powder we can use because it's really getting slim out there. So we have 2 pounds of Reloader 16 and we're going to revisit that. Some time ago I tried this and I really wasn't happy with the pressure signs I was getting early with it, but we're going to try that in these match burners. We're going to use CCI primers and Federal brass that's been shot 3 times. So we're going to take our RCBS primer. We're going to use a number 3 shell holder. We're going to dump about so if they don't go, CCI is real bad about them not all being the right direction. Just shake it around a little bit. And there we go. Whoever invented those ridges is just a genius. But anyways, just going to take us a case. That's good. With the PRC, I was almost having to flatten out with the same primer. So it's the difference in the PRC case and the Federal Creedmoor cases. So right after you prime them, I always take my finger and run over it. We're looking to 1 to 2 thousandths seating depth on them. Make sure you clean your primer pockets real good. This brass has been fired 3 times. And besides a grip like that, I also like to put my thumb and finger here, and I do it two-handed like that. And I don't know, I just get a better feel for it like that with both hands. With this, locking that thumb is the main one, I guess. Just like that, and check it. So we're going to okay, we're ready to throw powder. We're going to start with 41 grains, then 40.5, then 40, then 39.5 of Reloader 16. Barnes manual says max is at 41, and 41 is a compressed load. You can use the same data as Reloader 17, but when you use Reloader 16, you can add a grain of powder. Last time I messed with Reloader 16, we were hitting pressure sign at, I think it was 42. We were having an ejector swipe, felt like a shotgun, and a sticky bolt. Interestingly, Sierra lists the max in this weight of a bullet is 43.5 of Reloader 16, and their bullet that weighs the same amount. Okay, with the very last round, the last powder throw, there we go. Always look down inside all your cases. These 5 right here are all going to be a compressed load. It's going to sound like Rice Krispies when I seat the bullet. We have to remove our Hornady. I don't know if I like it or not. This is an old rock crusher, and I have to put the bullets up in there because no, that's a decapping die. That was wrong. What I was fixing to say was this is how Hornady dies. They've got this collet. It's easier to adjust up here. And I might actually like this better than RCBS. But on the RCBS die, I had Paul go buy a new one because I'm tired of adjusting them between my gun and his gun. And anyway, so this is a brand new die. You want to spray it out with carburetor cleaner real good. And couple wrench things you need on your reloading bench. You need a 7/16 wrench. You need a screwdriver so you can adjust this. This die has never been used. So, we need to switch between the shell holder. This is the PRC. We're using a 38 RCBS 38 shell holder, which is what I think Win Mag. And for the Creedmoor, we need to put in a number 3 shell holder. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to turn up the seating stem. Okay, and we're going to take one of our lower cartridges with a lower powder charge because we might have to sacrifice a couple here. So we're going to run this all the way up, and we are going to turn this die down till we touch the bottleneck. Right there. So then we're going to run this down. We're going to take our Allen wrench. At this point, I want to grab this and keep it from moving and tighten down. So at this point, what I'm going to try and do to get ballpark is I'm going to take a master cartridge think I'm going to use one of these ELDs. See, we're hitting. These Barnes bullets are going to be really sleek. Okay, there we go. Now we got to go get the match burners. Okay, here we're back. Okay, now we're going to take one of our match burners. And we are slowly going to put it up, see if we hit. And we are hitting. So we are going to back it off a little bit more. And we're going to go ahead and seat this one. We're going to grab our handy calipers. Okay guys, interesting change of events. I went and consulted the Barnes manual. And they have changed the manual since the pages I printed out last year when I was working up loads for other bullets, the LRXs and the Fusion. And it looks like they've got some updated information. So I made some other calculations, and we're going to, for 2.825, so we're currently at 2.9. So we're going to go down we got to go down a little bit here. I hope that wasn't too much. All right, at this point, we're going to make us a little experiment. I did this in the Hornady, and I've done this in other dies. So we are going to turn this to where it is right there. We're going to seat this bullet. Make sure it cams over. We are going to take a measurement. Okay, it's 2.922. 2.922. Okay, we are now going to turn this 180 degrees. We're going to reseat the bullet. So that takes us 15 thousandths. So 180 degrees so 2.84, and we want 2.25, so we need to go 20 thousandths. So I don't want to overseat this, so I'm going to go 180 degrees. Went too far. 2.82. 2.82. So we want 2.85. So I went 3 thousandths. I went 3 thousandths too much. So now we need to turn it back. I meant you're going to have to sacrifice some rounds. But these low end rounds are basically just to check our pressure and work up safely. All right, 2.26. We're going to leave that one alone. Thousandths off. At this point, I'm going to leave it there. You need to be very careful here. And our dies should be seated for match burners now. At this point, I'm going to start doing third turns. That helps with runouts. It's just a habit I got. I do not like runouts. I can grab my indicator over there and I can... Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish seating all these. And we'll be done. Now I'm going to either label them or write on them with a Sharpie. And guys, I don't know if I'll make it. There's a high water sign. Yeah, I guess I can get through. This flood water, it started to go down and then we got another 4 inches of rain. These are cornfields. Yeah, look, the water was over the road here. So out there is where we usually go hunting. Can't get there right now. We want to do some long range shooting, but that ain't gonna happen today. This is what we got in RL16.